Good evening, everybody. Good evening, and welcome back into Mama Angel's Kitchen. And today is Sunday, and we're going soul food. I have decided we're going to go soul food Sunday for the next 4 Sundays. So for all of May, even though I know today is not May, it's the last day of April, but we're going to count this one. All right. Today we are going with fried pork chops. I've got 2 beautiful pork chops here. And we're doing some cabbage and white rice to go with it, okay? The ingredients we're gonna need for this, I've just showed you the pork chops. We also have 1 medium-sized head of cabbage right here in my sink that I have chopped up. And I like my cabbage chopped up about this size, you know. Sometimes I'll shred it, but I went on with the chopped this time, and that's just sitting down here rinsed, drained, and ready to go. I also have in a colander here in my sink, this is 1 cup of Jasmine rice that's been rinsed, drained, and it's ready to go. Okay. Then we're also gonna need, I've got some bacon. This is 4 strips of bacon that I've just kind of cut up like this. Okay, they're in nice big chunks like that. We're gonna need some veggies to make that cabbage taste super good. And right here I've got a half a bell pepper and a red, or a green and red bell pepper. Over here I've got half of a yellow onion, and then there's about 1/4 of a red onion that I just had left over. Chop that up too. I've got 3 medium garlic cloves, diced up pretty small. That's our veggies. Spices we're going to be using today. We're also going to need some chicken broth, and that's for the rice. So I've got 1.5 cups of homemade chicken broth that I've made here. Any chicken broth or even water will work, okay? Spices we're going to be using today. I have my own spice blend that I made up here. And you guys have seen me put this spice blend together many times, but I will have exactly what's in this blend in the description below. Then we're also going to need some dry basil, dry parsley. I've got some garlic powder, Sazon, Maggi Pollo, ground ginger, salt and pepper, okay? That is all the ingredients we're gonna need to bring this super soul food Sunday meal together. All right, guys, I'm gonna meet you over at the stove, and we're gonna get this rice on and get this party started. All right, guys, here we are at the stove. And back here in this back eye, I'm gonna go ahead and add my chicken broth. And I just love this. This is more than a broth. Okay, look how thick and beautiful that is. It's more like a bone marrow. And I've showed you guys several times how I make this. Go ahead and get that on. Get it up to a boil. And then over here in the skillet, if you look here, right down there, I've got the bacon. I'm gonna go ahead and add this bacon right on into a cold skillet. And as these things start to come back up, come up to temperature and start cooking. I'll come back and I'll show you our next steps. Be back. Okay, guys, forgot to show you. I am gonna go ahead and season up these pork chops real quick. Okay, and all I'm using is my spice blend. The container this is an old onion powder container, and I've just got my spice blend in, okay? Just gonna go ahead and heavily season both sides of these pork chops and let them hang out until I'm ready to fry them, okay? We'll be back. All right, guys, my chicken broth is boiling, so I'm gonna go ahead and add, can't do it towards you here, I'll make a mess. Go ahead and add my rice. Look at our bacon here. It's coming along beautifully. I'm just waiting for that bacon to render its fat, and then we're gonna add the veggies to it, and we'll go from there and start getting this cabbage going. We'll be back. All right, guys, let's take a look down in that bacon. It's doing exactly what I want. where it is just rendering off its fat without getting crispy. I don't want it real crispy. That's exactly where I want it. And I've been doing this on low. So you got to be patient with this step right here. Now I'm going to turn it up to medium high. Maybe like a medium low. Maybe not so high. And now we're going to put our veggies in here. Okay, right on top of that bacon and everything. Right in there like that. Let's get all those onions in there. Going in with everything except that garlic. Okay? We'll get this all sauteed up. And then we'll come back in with the garlic and get our cabbage in there. Okay, here's how we're doing with those veggies in there with that bacon. Isn't that beautiful? My goodness, isn't that beautiful? All right, I'm gonna go ahead now and give it a little bit of salt and pepper, just to give a little bit of seasoning to this layer. Remember, you wanna season up every layer of your food, okay? Little less salt than pepper, of course, because we're dealing with bacon. Now let's go ahead and put that garlic in. And the rice is done. I've turned it off. Okay. Sorry I did that with the plate to the camera. I'm working opposite of what I normally work with you guys on this side of the stove. So, all right, got that in there. We're going to give that just a few minutes to let that garlic really start smelling well. And then we're going to go in with our cabbage, which we are right there. Okay. Oh, man. I wish you guys could smell this. I wish you could smell this. And you know what? You can when you make your own. All right. Give this a try. All right. Let's go in with that cabbage. Every bit of it. Right on in there. If you got some real big pieces like that, go ahead and break it up. Okay. Oh, beautifulness. I am excited about Soul Food Sundays for the next month. I hope you guys are. Okay, let's go in with some seasoning. Again, a little bit of salt. A little bit of pepper. Not quite as much pepper. A little bit of Maggi Pollo. All right. Let's get some of that garlic powder in there. Some Sazon. And some basil. I love a little bit of basil in my cabbage. Some dry parsley. And a little bit of ground ginger. Not traditional at all in cabbage, but I'm finding myself really enjoying it. All right, guys, I'm going to give this a little bit of a stir, and then I'm going to put a top on it, let it sweat down, and I'll come back and I'll show you our progress. I'm going to show you our rice here. It's all done, and I've turned it off about 10 minutes ago and just let it sit there in the steam. As you can see, it's all done there. What I like to do is go ahead and put a little bit of butter right on top of there while it's still in the pot. Just put some butter there, little pats of butter all around it there. If you look, see? And then put that top back on it and just let it sit and let that butter. All right, guys, here we are with the cabbage. Look how beautiful that looks. It is cooked down beautifully. It's got a beautiful little juice in the bottom. We're still not done yet. We got a ways to go, but I want to show you how much juice this makes. I added no water, no anything. Look at the richness. I want you to see. Let's see. Well, you may not be able to see it the way the camera is angling, but there's a lot of juice down in here. But look at this. Look how rich that juice is. Isn't that beautiful? And I've already tasted it. It is, my goodness, that's good. Woo-hoo. All right, guys, I've got the skillet heating up. I'm going to pour some oil down in here. We're gonna get these pork chops fried up, and we're running around in the corner to taste test time. All right, I've got my oil nice and hot. We've got the pork chops. All I did was put them in seasoned flour, and the seasoning that I used in my flour was my all-purpose spice blend. Okay, that's all that's on here. I floured them up and set them right back on the plate, waiting for my oil to get hot. And it is now hot and ready to go. I'm gonna drop this thicker one first. I've got one that's a whole lot thicker than the other one. So it's gonna take a little bit longer to cook. Okay, and get those babies in there. Ooh, I'm excited for this one, y'all. I am excited for this one. All right, we'll be back. All right, let's give these beautiful chops a flip. Let's look at this smaller one first. Go ahead and, oh yeah, he is beautiful, y'all. Look at the color on that chop. Man, that's beautiful. All right, let's go with this thick one. Let's see. Trying to get under this rascal without splashing grease everywhere. Oh, look at that. Look at that beauty. Oh, my goodness. All right, guys, here it is. Here it is. Look at this baby right here. Come on. You got to get the 360 on this one. Look at that chop. You see that? Isn't that baby beautiful? This is the thick one, too. So, praying that baby is cooked all the way through. Actually, I know it is because I use my thermometer on it. Look at that cabbage. Isn't that beautiful? Guys, this cabbage came out so good. I've been tasting it. And look at that rice. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? This is restaurant quality right here, guys. Come on. Right up out of Mama Angel's kitchen on Soul Food Sunday. Let's go in. I don't know where I want to start at. Let's see. I think I'll start with the cabbage. Let's go there. Let's get a bite of this cabbage. And it's still smoking too. My goodness, look at that. Look at that. Let me see if I can get, here's the bacon. Let's get a piece of bacon on here. Perfect bite. I knew I got bacon in here. We may have to come back and find it. It's hiding from me. That's okay. Look at this. We just have to have 2 bites. Isn't that beautiful? Look how glossy that is. Come on, guys. Cook your cabbage to your desired doneness. There's some bacon right there. Come on, let's do that again with some bacon. Come on. Gotta do it. Gotta do it. Look at that bacon right there, guys. Come on. Don't skip on that. Okay. Come on. Let's get that pork chop. So I'll get you a good picture here. Get right down in there, right there. Ooh, baby. Look at that. Nice and crispy on the outside. Beautifully cooked. Beautifully cooked. Come on, look at that. Look at the skin. That beautiful crust on there. Yep. Oh, and he's juicy. He's so juicy. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. It's seasoned well. It's cooked well. Oh man. That's it, guys. That is it. You know, rice cooked in that chicken broth. Come on. Come on. Perfect Sunday meal. Perfect. I'm going to enjoy this one. Let me tell you. As soon as I finish and close out this video, going ham on this one. All right, guys, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, come on in and join the party. Especially, stay on top of these Soul Food Sundays, guys. I'm going to bring it, all right? Guys, when you subscribe, make sure you hit that notification bell so you're notified every time Mama Angel puts a recipe out here on this channel. All right, guys, I love you. Stay prayed up. And I'll see you in my next video very soon. Good night.